Good morning. So we are in Maceió once again, and today we're going to do something that is very famous in this region, and it's called Moses Path, which is basically a walk path that goes inside the sea because the tide is low, and you can actually walk inside the sea, and it's something that is very famous. The water is beautiful, it's cool, and we are right here going there. There is another one that is actually more famous than this one in Maceió, that is in Maragogi, but since we are here, we just wanted to show you this as well. There is a website that you can check the tide also every day, so if you want to absolutely do it, you can check the tide and see what day you have like a lower tide. Like today, you see it's really low. Amazing. And even there are some other activities. I don't know if you guys see the boats over there and here, because there are some other activities that you can buy. They go and they see the natural pools, and for that too the tide has to be low. So once you buy, sometimes the tour company might say that okay, we will let you know which day we can do it, because they have to check the tide, and the day that the tide is low, like today, they would do those activities. Actually, from the neighborhood that we are staying, the same neighborhood that I mentioned in other videos, called Ponta Verde, and it's right there. This part is Ponta Verde. So from there you can actually just come to the beach and walk, and the other neighborhoods too. The other two are before and after Ponta Verde. There is Pajuçara, and then the other one at the end is also Tidal. So these three neighborhoods, they are all close to the beach, so you can come. This part of the path, actually the water is coming higher, so as I'm walking, like the water is almost to my knee, but at the end again over there, I believe it's like very shallow. It's just this part. And yeah, as you can see, people walking there already. But you should also pay attention not to stay too long, because sometimes you're at the end and then the tide goes up and then you'll get stuck. So it's good to pay attention to that too. But even here, I feel like as I'm walking, the bottom, it's coming up in sand, so it's not as bad. It goes up and down, but it's good. Basically, on a normal day when the tide is high, you cannot really see this part that you see at the end, the brown part. And there is also a lighthouse at this point that usually the bottom of the lighthouse you cannot see it because the tide is higher. Today the tide is really good. That's why when we came in, even the beach was way longer. It was a very wide beach today because the tide is low. And you have to do this on a day that the tide is low, otherwise it wouldn't be easy to walk all this way. I'm actually coming alone because I have shorts on, but Mariana, she didn't have her bikini on and she didn't want to get wet. She was worried that the tide is going to go up, so I'm walking. She's waiting for me. Okay, this part it's a bit rough because at the bottom there is rocks and it's not very easy to walk on. I'm trying to keep my balance and find the place to step on. So this is the part that is basically flat still. After all the way that you come from the beach, you get here and you can go further. As you can see, other people are going way and even this side there is more, but I don't have my slippers with me, so the slippers I left them with Mariana. It's not very comfortable to walk on, but you can definitely go over. It's like basically flat. And the walk itself was not that hard. It was like 5 or 10 minutes of walking from the beach itself. So you can definitely do it. It's just that here at the end you definitely either need like shoes for the beach or your slippers, because to get to this point at the bottom it's very rocky. It's not easy to walk, it's not sand, but it's worth it because then you get rewarded by this view, which is absolutely beautiful. Back. Feels a bit like the tide is coming up. So be just here at the bottom. We are going to also see that part. That part is basically like a man-made viewpoint that you can walk on, and at the end it's very close to the lighthouse that I mentioned. So from there it also gives you a better viewpoint, but it would be more beautiful, that viewpoint, if there is higher tide. Even though it's like barely 9:30 a.m. you can also buy beer if you want to start your day good, actually. You know, you can have coffee, you can have beer. You're in Brazil, enjoy it. Enjoy the beach. Another thing, just to show you that people really take care of their business and also the beach. These are the chairs that you can buy with umbrella from the people that bring them, and then they can get like coconut and kayaks and all that. But if you see, each one has a garbage can also, so they make sure that people don't leave any garbage on the beach, which is very good, because every day you come here, everybody wants to enjoy the beach. So I believe it's a very, very good culture that they have, that they always take care of the beach and really try to keep it clean. So this is another viewpoint. It's man-made, of course they made it, and it goes into the water. Normally it is like covered by water. Here, the columns at the bottom, you can see that always, every time we came, every time that we came, it's like
it was
really,
always very full, like,
yeah, the tide was very high. But now you can see from here, people can even like walk to the lighthouse, which on another day that the tide is low, it's impossible. Another example to show you how low the tide is this statue here. There's a cute statue of a seahorse that usually it's covered until the top of this cube, at least until here. But now today you see the whole statue is out. So it is an excellent day to do the path if you want to walk or even to do the tours that you do with the boats that we mentioned, to go to the natural pool and to go see the corals. Really low, and as you saw in the drone images also, there are like even little pools in the middle that people are actually swimming, like this one here, but then even further out there are more that people are just lying down enjoying it. It's like literally natural swimming pool.
Yes.
We are having fun. Yeah, it looks like an old structure.
Yeah, it looks like a fort, something like that.
Yeah.
There is all the walls, and it goes up to there. You see all the way there, here too. And
which is possible, since the lighthouse is also there, and it has like columns around it to protect it. So most probably, yeah, here too there used to be something.
structure there. It is a marina. It was an old marina, and then they destroyed, and then they built this new.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So no, it was not a fort or anything like that.
And also about the tours. Sorry, I don't know if the quality of the sound is going to be good or not, even though we have a protection for the microphone, but it's very windy. The tours, you can get them very easily, like as you walk on the beach on a day like today that the tide is very low. There are tons of people asking you if you want to do any of the excursions, if you want to go on a tour. So it's very easy. They all have like a booklet for different tours, I believe, with different prices. Another thing, as we walked in here just for this viewpoint, I don't know if you guys saw, I can also show at the end when we are going out, there is security everywhere. You will not feel unsafe or the need to be worried about anything. Of course, you have to always be cautious and be aware of your surroundings. But I'm gonna try to show it a bit later. But there are people with a yellow uniform. These are the security for the beach, and they are armed as well. And sometimes they're just walking, sometimes they go by bicycle, and sometimes they're just patrolling the whole beach, which goes from down there and it goes the whole way to here. And even here there is a curve here, but the beach will continue the whole way. So they are always present. You can feel that they pay attention, they want to really keep it safe. Actually, there is a car right at the end here, the yellow car that is parked. So you really don't need to worry about security when you're here. Another thing is, besides the security that you have on the beach, like these people that have parked or they patrol the beach, there is also several police stations. Not stations, this is like kind of, I would say, like a satellite station, like a small just point that they have a little office, and they are also present inside. I believe they are the ones monitoring the surveillance cameras, and it's like this one that you see here on the corner. These are from the operation of the sidewalk by the water. They call it litoral in Portuguese, but this is like the waterfront sidewalk that everybody is enjoying. Tourists, people are doing exercise, families and kids. So the police are also always present. There is one here, there is one down there too. Like there's several posts also. So as we mentioned before, security also is really not an issue. Pay attention, of course, but it's very safe. We're walking around with a drone, backpack, camera, cell phones, and nothing to worry about. No. Okay, so another activity that you can also do here in Maceió that is free is this bus behind me. It's a free bus that goes from the beach in Ponta Verde and goes to the downtown area, where there is also a market, and the place is very interesting. We went there, and it has like shops, handcrafts, everything that you want to really find there, and I think it's a bit cheaper, but it's interesting to do it. This tour, we're gonna do it, but in another video. Yesterday we tried to do it, but there was no bus for some reason. It's supposed to start from 3 p.m. but for some reason yesterday there was no bus. Mariana even messaged them and they didn't even get back to you, no?
No, they never got back to me, and we were waiting here for almost 1 hour.
Yeah, we stayed until 4 p.m. and the bus was not parked here. So today that the bus is right here, we're hoping that they're gonna do it. And if they do, we're gonna film that as well, and that would be in another video from Maceió.